Hello children, hope you are doing good and safe at home. This video, our Casuarina Tree poem Unit 2 by Thoru Dutt. In this video, I'll handle the first two stanza for those who had missed the live session and for the girls who did not have the chance of the live session. And in this poem, Thoru Dutt had explained the connection she had with the Casuarina tree. In the first stanza, she used to explain the physical appearance of the tree. She is explaining the physical appearance of the tree. Let me read the first stanza for you. Like a huge python winding round and round, the rugged trunk indented deep with scars. Up to its very summit, near the stars, a creeper climbs, in whose embraces bound no other tree could live. But gallantly, the giant wears a scarf. The flowers are hung in crimson clusters, all the boughs among, whereon all day are gathered bird and bee, and oft at nights the garden overflows with one sweet song that seems to have no close, sung darkling from a tree while men repose. Like a huge python winding round and round, the rugged trunk indented deep with scars. This trunk of this Casuarina tree is having a scar, it seems, because there is a creeper that is like a huge python. The creeper is in the size of a python, and python is a snake, a huge snake, and like a python, this creeper is climbing this Casuarina tree, and it is round and round it is climbing because it is holding this tree in a tight manner. The tree has developed deep scars in it. It has grown up to the summit, means the top end of the tree is near the stars, it seems, that tall it is. A creeper climbs, in whose embrace bound no other tree could live. Which means this creeper, which is climbing like a huge python on that, which is embracing, hugging this tree, if it had been some other tree, it couldn't have lived, it would have died. But gallantly, bravely, this giant, which is the giant, the Casuarina tree, it is wearing a scarf, it seems. The crimson clusters means purplish red color flowers. Okay, they are cluster of flowers that are hanging in the boughs, means the branches of the tree. Okay, and it is like a scarf around this Casuarina tree, it seems. All the day birds and bees have gathered. All the branches of this tree, all the day, what are there? Birds and bees are there, it seems. And in the night time, there will be a sweet song that is sung by the darkling. That's a bird. There is a darkling bird that sings a sweet song in the garden at the night time, it seems, and that overflows the garden. The music just fills up the garden and it overflows too. And under this tree only the men will repose, the men will rest in the night time, it seems. And the night time, when the men are resting under the tree, this overflowing music of the darkling will be heard. First stanza, she is explaining the physical appearance and the presence, how the presence of this tree is. I'll read it again. Like a huge python winding round and round, the rugged trunk indented deep with scars. Up to its very summit, near the stars, a creeper climbs, in whose embraces bound no other tree could live. But gallantly, the giant wears a scarf, and the flowers are hung in crimson clusters, all the boughs among. Boughs, branches. Whereon all day are gathered bird and bee, and oft at nights the garden overflows with one sweet song that seems to have no close, no ending, never-ending song, sung darkling from a tree while men repose. Understood? We'll go ahead with the second stanza. When first my casement is wide open thrown, at dawn my eye is delighted on its rest. Sometimes, and in most in winter, on its crest a grey baboon sits statue-like alone, watching the sunrise, while on the lower boughs his puny offspring leap about and play. And far and near kokilas hail the day, and to their pastures wend our sleepy cows. And in the shadow on the broad tank cast by that hoar tree so beautiful and vast, the water lilies spring like snow enmazed. This stanza, she is telling on a winter season when she is opening her window in the morning, what is the view she sees outside the window around this casuarina tree. That is what she is explaining here. When first my casement is wide open thrown, at dawn my eye is delighted on its rest. When she is opening her casement means window. When she is opening her window at dawn in the early morning, her eyes got delighted on it rest means whatever she is seeing outside the window, her eyes got delighted on it. Sometimes, and most in winter, on its crest, a grey baboon sits statue-like alone watching the sunrise. Okay, sometimes, and mostly in the winter time only, what will happen on the crest of this, on the topmost part of this casuarina tree, a grey baboon means a grey color big monkey sit like a statue. It will not move. It will just like that sit on the top of the tree and it will watch the sunrise, it seems. Imagine a grey color big monkey sitting on top of the tree, not moving here and there, not giving any gesture of movement, and you see it's like a statue and it is watching the sunrise. How beautiful the scene is. Okay, watching the sunrise, while on the lower boughs his puny offspring leap about and play. Okay, his puny offspring, here his is the grey baboon. Okay, his puny offsprings, the babies of this grey baboon, they will leap, they will jump here and there in the branches and they will play, it seems. In the lower branches they will play. And far and near kokilas hail the day. Okay, hail means welcome. Kokilas, birds. So far and near, here one bird will be there, far some other kokila will be there. They will shout and welcome the day, it seems. And to their pastures went our sleepy cows. Okay, they will be grassland, green grassy land, where these cows will go ahead to wend means eat, like graze the grasses. Okay, the sleepy cows, it is in the morning, right? So they are not well awake yet, but still they graze. And to their pastures went our sleepy cows, and in the shadow on the broad tank cast but hoar tree. Okay, in the shadow of the broad tank cast, this hoar tree, which is the hoar tree here, big tree is casuarina tree. This casuarina tree, its shadow is like a broad tank's shadow. If it is a water tank on top and if you see the shadow down, it will be very big like that. This tree, its structure is like a broad water tank. Okay, and so beautiful and vast, such a vast and beautiful hoar tree it is. And the water lilies spring like snow enmazed. The water lilies spring like snow enmazed means because it is in the morning, it is in the dawn, there are small snow drops that are on top of the tree. It will be like in a pond when there are water lilies, small lilies that are bloomed over there. You can see those white sparkles here and there in that pond. It will be very nice to see, watch. Like that, on the branches of this casuarina tree, there are snow that are on top of the tree, the branches, the leaves of the tree, that is compared to the water lilies. Is that clear? Now I will go ahead to read the second stanza again. When my casement is wide open thrown, at dawn my eye is delighted on its rest. Sometimes, and most in winter, On its crest, a grey baboon sits statue-like alone, watching the sunrise. While on the lower boughs, his puny offspring leap about and play. And far and near, kokilas hail the day. And to their pastures wend our sleepy cows, and in the shadow of the on the broad tank cast, but the hoar tree, by that hoar tree, so beautiful and vast. The water lilies spring like snow in mist. Third, fourth, and fifth stanza, I have already made a video and it is there with you. So go ahead to learn the complete poem. Go ahead to write the meaning of the each and every line in your book, however you understand it. Please write it for that, so that it will be helpful for you to write the ERC questions. Thank you, children. Meet you again.